Just what we needed. Coffee. Yeah, you get some real weird looks when you come to a beach dressed all in black. People don't know how to take you. It's like they're scared of you. That you're a different type of human being. That you talk to yourself because you've got a camera. That's the beauty of it. They leave you alone. And that's how I feel when I get out on the bike. Just leave me alone. It's my own personal space, it's great. See? You can say hello to people and they fucking ignore you. Oops. We try not to swear in this one. Take it easy, people. Oh, that's the coffee done. That's my little rant about people and how they perceive you. It's because I didn't have speedos on over there. I got the funny looks. Seriously? If they looked at themselves in the mirror, 70-something years old wearing speedos, who's the weirdo? Not me. Anyway, let's go to our secret destination today, and you'll thank me later for it. Okay, I told you you were going to tank me. Alright, we're at the Australian Armour and Artillery Museum. Now, I saw this place on YouTube a couple of years ago. There was a story where they were picking up some machinery, like some tanks from down Victoria or South Australia, and I actually thought that their museum was down that way. And just out of curiosity, I googled it, and it said it was 3.5 hours up the road from where I live. I was like, oh my god, I'm going there for sure. So here we are today at the museum. So with a bit of luck, they've got a few more tanks than that inside. So let's go in and have a look. And tanks, you're welcome. Told you there was some tanks in here, look at this. Oh my god. Now, if Donald Trump knew about this place, he might give himself another parade, eh? They even got some rusky stuff here. Built for speed, not comfort. Yeah, this one's not much better, is it? Imagine being in that while it's roaring down the road. Look at the size of that sucker. Eh? A tank tow truck. Suppose they get bogged as well. Apparently this is the Australian section. So as you can see, they're a lot smaller than the rest of the world. Oh yeah, way smaller. Eh? Here we go. After World War II, a lot of the surplus was sold to the Australian farmers, and they refitted them out so they could use them on their farms as tractors, so they could get them dirt cheap. And this is one of the results. Found out on a farm once somewhere and brought her in for an exhibition. It's a sea dragon. Probably a landing vehicle they used during the wars. They would have shoved all the personnel in there, or not tanks, jeeps, driven up to the beach and offloaded them. Well, if you're ever up Cairns Way, drop in. You won't regret it. This place is awesome. Another one of those specialised tanks. Got the tracks on the back. Steering wheel's on the front. Like to put that in one of my cars. Man, there's so many tanks here. You couldn't even count them all. It just goes on and on and on. Never ends. Cool. It's the section I like, the German section for some reason. Used to see a lot of these in World War II movies. Bit of battle damage. Oh, that one's awesome, look at that. Just like the American one before. Here we go. Two-wheel drive. G'day, mate. Just talking to a bloke called Archie, and he said there's 258 exhibits and 118 tanks here, which is awesome. And this is the tank I was talking about. That was on that on YouTube. This is the one they pulled out of the bush, out of all the vines.
Yes.
And it is, as he called it, a restoration, because it will be fixed. He was saying 65% of the tanks here run. Pretty cool, eh? Yeah, just talking to Archie again, he said this one's called a female tank. Due to the fact that it only has machine guns and doesn't have a big centre gun. And he said they changed that a couple of years later and put a 20mm cannon on it and machine guns. Yeah, another restoration in progress. And if you're interested, that's the dates for Armour Fest. Now last year you're saying they had over 4,000 people turn up, and they have a thing called Rent to Ride, where they get a few of the tanks outside and you can pay money to have a ride in one of them. As I said, about 65% of the tanks here are running. And I think he said they get a fair few of them out there and have a blast. You were saying last year they ran out of t-shirts, but hopefully this year he won't, because they weren't expecting that many people to turn up. And this year I think it's been advertised a bit more, and with their YouTube site and their Facebook page, it really should go off. Now, talking to Archie before, he was saying they still made these after the Second World War because the farmers absolutely loved them. And they used to use them during the war to pull fighter aircraft out of the hangars and drag them around on the airport. And he reckons this one will still do 76 kilometres an hour. And he said it's a bit hairy because the first 30 kilometres an hour you steer with your front wheel, then after that the tracks take over and it can turn on a dime. So he said just imagine doing 76 k's an hour and then you hook it hard left, it will turn and do a complete U-turn on the dime from the tracks. Pretty amazing stuff, eh? You can see there, where it's towing one of the planes out. Unreal. This one here is their latest creation. It was bored out on the floor about 2 weeks ago, fully restored. They source parts from all over the world for this. But sadly it doesn't have the original motor in it. He said they're really hard to come across by parts. Normally when they do come across the parts, they're absolutely destroyed, so they had to make do and retrofit it. But some of the other tanks here are absolute genuine down to the last nut and bolt. This Tiger 2 here is made up of about 7 different tanks to complete this one.
I had a fairly close range, it's only got 1/3 of the way in. This is part of the car.
Don't worry, it's only a replica. Yeah, I was talking to the bloke and he reckons there's about 6 boiler makers outside, fitter and turners, 2 mechanics, 1 more mechanic coming on, and a couple of people that run the joint, office staff, stuff like that, front counter. So about 12 people do all the work here. They do have a couple of volunteers that come in, but all they can do is cleaning. So pretty awesome to be run by that many people and to achieve what they do. Now, a full restoration on this, I was told cost $7 million Australian. And it runs. Okay. That's pretty impressive. Yeah, just give you an idea on how thick some of this armour is. Okay. That is huge. So you can see why they only get like a kilometre per litre in fuel, if that. Because they need such a big motor. to lug all that stuff around, eh? That's why there's no such thing as a light tank, because you need the armour. They're just another example of how thick this armour plating is. The size of my hand. That's huge. I don't see many of these Volkswagens around, eh? It's like the base model for the beach buggy. And it's a boat. It's the movie prop from Fury Tiger, starring Brad Pitt. All the markings on it, the R7, R10, R9, they're all the camera angles I used. When you watch the movie, you actually think you're in the real thing, but it was all staged. This bloke behind me, Archie, he's a wealth of knowledge, that bloke. Ex-copper from England. He retired at 55, moved to Australia, and gets a full-time job here at 68. And he loves it, absolutely loves it. Yeah, he gets to walk around and show people around and just give them general information on a lot of this stuff they got here. Yeah, if you ever come here, try and see if he's here, because he's so knowledgeable. Oop, nearly got me. So knowledgeable in all these facts and all that. Great guy. It just goes on and on and on. If you miss an aisle, you go back down, you see more stuff you haven't seen. The typical British tank, look at this. Oil leak. Typical tracks there. Yeah, I love the German engineering. Personally, I think they were ahead of their time at the time. They used to pump it out so quick. Not giving them praise for it, but that's what happened back then. Ooh, more battle damage, eh? They don't restore them completely. Can't really see. No. That's a shooting gallery. You can come in here and pay I think minimum is $90, and you get to fire a couple of World War II guns. I think 20 rounds or 30 rounds all up. You have to double check on that. But yeah, one's a 22 and the other one's any rifle you want, I think. But yeah. You don't have to be licensed. They'll show you through all the legal training and obligations you need to do. So if you're up here and you want to have a shoot, come have a shoot. They've got a pretty good gift store too. You can buy models or gifts or something to wear, a hat, toys for the kids. Right, that was the Australian Armour and Artillery Museum. Bit of a walk around for you. I was going to have a shoot, but I decided to get the grandkids a cup instead. I think they'd appreciate that more. I am a licensed shooter, so I know how to shoot, and I've shot before, so yeah. If you're ever up here, call in. They'd appreciate it, and I think you'd appreciate it too, because it's pretty awesome. Yeah, it pays to have a bag when you buy the grandkids something. I got nowhere to put it, so I'm trying to find space in my jacket to get them back to the motel. Shit happens. It costs you $30 to go to that place, but the pass is good for 3 days. Look at this, so many people stop here, and they build little stacks out of the rocks. So we couldn't go past without doing it ourselves, eh? Oh. Nearly went. Yeah. Oh, that was my contribution. One rock. It's nice here. I might live here. Nah, too much water. And people. Oh, let's get back to it. The scale of all this work they had to do. Half the mountain came down with all the rain from the cyclone. Cut off all the northern communities up towards Cape Town or Cooktown, stuff like that, or even you couldn't get through. Parking. Nice. That seems to be a popular lookout up here. Port Douglas, that's a 4 Mile beach down there. Do you reckon it goes for 4 miles? Don't know, I'm not going to go measure it either. It's nice and pretty, but get something cooler on, then go get something to eat. It's too hot. Might even go for a swim. Trying to keep myself amused. That's one way. Yeah, what I'm trying to do during these overnighters, I'm trying not to drink. So, as you saw, I played with the car. Now, I'm playing with a yo-yo. Oops. Okay, I've had enough. Time for a beer. It lasted all of about 42 seconds. So yeah.